Hello and welcome back. We are playing some more chess, and I just lost my first game, so we're playing against that same opponent, and this time with the black pieces. Normally you want to be. What am I trying to say here? Normally the white pieces give you an advantage. I prefer playing a little bit more defensively, so I think this is actually a little bit better for me, but we'll see what happens. This pawn is under a lot of pressure. Dang it, I really should learn the openings to know what I should do in this situation because I'm not actually 100% sure what I'm supposed to do here. But we'll put some pressure on this. That's fine. That will buy us some time to do this. Is that what you want to do here? Or you want to push this forward? I'm not sure. Um, I think this is fine. All right, castle's pretty good. Hmm. Hmm. Don't like that. Get out of here. You could trade back. That's fine. That's fine as well. All right, a lot of early early fighting, but I kind of like that. Kind of simplifies the board a little bit. We still haven't castled. He has, but we'll be able to do so in a second. Uh, what do I do here? I think I have to trade. If I leave it alone, he'll just take it for free, so I might as well get something out of it. We will castle. I'm around 1500, although I recently haven't played. Oh, that's great. I'm not sure what I am, though definitely less than 200. I think this site, if you're sort of like a new player, you just registered, it puts 1500 question mark, and and then once you play enough games against ranked opponents, it'll tell you sort of what your ranking is. So we have a little bit of time to think. We've sort of thinned out the board. This is the obvious annoyance over here. It's being supported by all sorts of pieces. We could sort of leapfrog forward with this c5 pawn, but then he could do an en passant. But I wouldn't mind that. En passant is basically saying like while your guy was moving 2 steps ahead, I was able to kill it. So it's a pretty fun move that doesn't usually happen a lot in a lot of games, but it does happen sometimes. All right, and then now he can never do that. He can't en passant anymore because it's en passant while you're passing. So once you've already passed, then it's too late to go back and do that. So that's fine. I think he doesn't mind. It looks like he doesn't want to trade. He likes this pawn shoved deep into my territory, which is okay. Um, what am I going to do? This bishop here isn't doing much for us. It's kind of just stuck. His is doing a little bit more work for him. Let's just push out this line of pawns forward here. Maybe start attacking this side of the board. I really wanted this to die so that this would be isolated and we'd eventually be able to kill it somehow, but it doesn't look like that's happening. So I guess we'll just push this forward too and just create a little wall here. Okay, that's fine. I'll just push this forward. Okay, that's bad. Ah, that's really bad. He could just do this. Well, he can't actually. He can trade first and then with his queen set up checkmate, so that's not good. Uh-oh. Um, I mean, I could just push this pawn forward. The problem it creates, though, is his trade is easier. I think this is fine. Um, he can trade back, so that's fine. He can't do this anymore, so king is safe. Um, really, what I need to do is get this bishop out of the way and start attacking. But this wall here is really constricting us, and all of my pieces have been sort of near their starting area, which is not great. I start moving this knight around, but now it's scary with this bishop here. So I don't know if I should move it. Yeah, he's a good player. Always, or not all. From these two games, it looks like his strategy is to just sort of pierce you down and really limit your freedom of movement on your side of the board, which is a good strategy for sure. So this, if he does trade, so don't really see the immediate problem with that. Trade. So he's not going to do that. So we'll just do this, just sort of a nothing move to keep things going. In terms of material, we're pretty even. He has two bishops, and I have a bishop and a knight, which is usually favors the player with the two bishops. So he's maybe, let's say, half a piece, half a point to 1 point ahead, or we have the same number of pawns. But in terms of his, you can see he has control of a much bigger part of the board than I do. All right, that was a smart move because now he can get this for free. So he was able to come out ahead in that exchange, and I'm, in trouble. I don't have a good place for my queen to go. And the vultures are closing in on my king. Yeah, there's literally no space here that I could put it forward, my queen. And if I push it back, he can. Well, he can't actually. He can't get the rook ahead. So we trade, but it's still bad. Like a lot of he could put his queen here and then here, and there's not really much that I could do about it. And that's sort of what his next move is. Dang it. I could try to do this, but he has this bishop. He could cause trouble, but so at least we've prevented the queen from coming here, which is a slight reprieve for our guy. But yeah, not looking too good. He's got the hooks in, and he's moving in for the choke, and there's not much that I could do about it. Gets a free pawn. That's annoying, but that's okay. I could just I don't know, move here. Right now he can pick off this entire line of pawns. I could just go here, just mess with him a little bit, force him to move his bishop. But what's the end game from that? You just take. I mean, well, he has to move it a little bit. Maybe he can go. No, it doesn't have too many good spots to go. I guess he could go backwards, or he could reinforce it with his rook. I imagine he'd reinforce with the rook, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, he's playing a very clean game. He's up now 2 pawns. My king is pretty isolated. He doesn't quite have it yet. We're still struggling, but it's not. It doesn't look great. This is possible because he was able to do that neat trade that got rid of my bishop, but now he only has a one rook to my two. But of course he has, +2 bishops, which are really nice. But um, that sort of asymmetry in the pieces that we have is creating some issues for him, but not too many. And he's thinking about this. He's got a time advantage, so he can afford to think about it a little bit. I mean, really, the only two options that I see is he can't go backwards, right? Because then I do checkmate. So he could just say like take it. I don't need my bishop, and I'm just going to gobble up the rest of or an additional pawn. Um, Maybe he made a mistake there. I'm not sure. Uh, there was no great place for the bishop to go, is what I was trying to say, but he could have just, stuck his rook behind it. I'm not sure why. I think that would have been perfectly fine. All right, what do we do now? Well, I think normally you would want to get your rooks up to this line over here, so we can start with that. Question is which rook? If I do this, he could put pressure on this pawn, which we wouldn't want that. If I move this, he can pick this up for free. But that's fine. We've lost everything on that side of the board already. So if I do this, yeah, my concern is for you, but that's okay. I think that's fine. Um, so I could move my queen in to cause some problems. The only question is, should I put it here or here? Don't think it matters too much. I guess here. Hmm. Okay. Don't know what to do now. Can't move my rook up because he then gobbles it up, so that's not possible. I could force the issue, but then we lose a rook for his bishop, which is not a good deal. We could sort of like just move one so that we could make yeah, let's well, if I go all the way here, that could be bad because then he could move his guy up, take his queen, he takes back, we lose. That's not good. So I guess we move just one pace. Does that make sense? If I do that, then he pushes. Take. All right, let's see how that goes. Running out of time, I can't think too deeply about that. This is a problem now because this pawn is unprotected, but that's okay. We can just move the king here. Right. Does this. That's fine. Do we move up or do we just move out of the way? I think we move. Ooh. We better not do that. Let's go here. Wow, tense, exciting. Okay, so now we can't move back. This is under a lot of pressure. Hmm. Take. That's not good. We could just let him have it, I guess, is another possibility. Oh, I don't know what to do. Let him have it. We could try to. How would we protect it? By moving our queen all the way down here. That lets him trade. Ah, just take it, man. Take it. No, I can't do that. But this is terrible because he's ahead. He wants this to happen, so I don't know. All right. I'm running low on time. I need to start making some snap sort of judgments and try to put the pressure on him to do something. The obvious thing is he takes and I take back, so we'll pre-plan that move. Um, Now the question is, what is he going to do? He's going to bring in his people. All right. Well, that sucks because this pawn is dead now. Yeah, yeah. Oh, this is torture. This is really tough to break because this pawn is protecting this bishop is protecting this pawn. So there's really very little that I could do to stop it. And by very little, I mean I can't think of anything that I can do to stop it. So it's not great. It's a tough situation to be sure. All right, does that? That's expected. Go here. Go here. I'll go here. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I guess you could do this. Oh, dang it. Oh, it's dumb. Another not good move by yours truly. I think we want to do this. Rook is more valuable against bishop, even with him having many more pawns. So I think this is fine. Oh, it's not fine. If he trades, this becomes a queen because he's protecting this line here. It makes sense as a move, but just in this situation, it's not ideal. Yep. He's a smarty, but that's okay. Can still block with our king because he can go back to that nonsense where he's this bishop here. That's fine, and now what I can do is my rook is a little bit free to play around. and try to pick off his pawns. So he's going to come down, but he can't pressure my king. You can't use a bishop to attack a king that's on the wrong color, and he can't use a king to attack a king. So really, what he needs to do is get this pawn in the game, which he does. That's smart. But we will just go after the rest of his army. Okay, that's fine. If I do this, he saves it already, right? Because he moves his king here, and it's safe, I think. But then I can just go and do this. Do this. Do this. Okay, that's fine. We can take my pawns. That's okay. I think it's a draw. Eventually we'll end up with a draw, right? Isn't that? I see. Perhaps not. We have to kill the other pawns. Now he moves the king up. No. Oops. Good game. All right.